Today, I'm going to talk about why you should choose a tax advantage retirement plan like a Roth or an IUL over a traditional annuity or 401k. One of the best ways to predict the future is to eliminate unknowable variables, right? And future tax rate, it's an unknown variable. So why not eliminate it if you can? It's simple as that, really. With that being said, even though we don't know with absolute certainty, it's more likely than not that the taxes across the board are going to be higher when you retire than they are now. This is because we're currently enjoying a historically low federal tax rate. It doesn't matter what your beliefs are on this. I know everyone agrees taxes suck, but it's an empirical fact that they're lower now than the historical average by a wide margin. Furthermore, the reason why more likely than not taxes will increase is because of record astronomical inflation coupled with the growing national debt, in addition to the growing need to reinvest in our crumbling infrastructure. I'm talking about roads, bridges, transportation, the energy grid. The fact of the matter is, we're way behind the rest of the Western world. And if we wish to remain competitive in a global market, we have to start investing in these things now. And it's going to be really, really expensive. So if you're a young person and you're looking into investment options, this is basically why I'd recommend an index Roth or an IUL, because you won't have to worry about the high tax rates down the road eating into your gains. You have virtually unlimited contribution limits, and because it's indexed, your plan will be protected from market loss. But it gets even better. It's also going to enjoy triple compound interest growth. So how does that work? Well, I've mentioned before in previous videos, but I'll explain it again. So how triple compound interest works is your initial investment earns compounding interest on your principal. Secondly, the principal amount then earns compound interest on your interest earned. And finally, the initial principal earns interest on the money you normally would have lost to taxes. Here's a little side-by-side growth comparison chart showing a variable product versus an index product. So if you see here, both start at $100,000 and they both average 7.5%. So we're literally doing an apples to apples comparison here. But if you see years 1 through 10, you've got some positive years and you've got negative years. And at the end of the day, this one equates to $147,830. And the indexed account actually is over 200K. How does that work? Well, just do the math. With the index product, you have triple compound interest and you have no risk of loss. So you're never playing catch up. You never have negative years that you have to make up again. So you're only going to go up as opposed to having to go up and down and make up losses over time. All right. So if you're a little older and you already have a traditional annuity or 401k and you have the ability to convert it to a Roth or move it to an IUL, I'd highly recommend looking into that and seeing if it makes sense for you for the same two reasons I mentioned above. As always, I recommend talking to a broker like myself who's contracted with several of the highest rated companies so you can compare and contrast their products, because not all are created equal, right? Just because you may have heard the name of a company on TV or seen an ad online or Instagram, it doesn't mean they have the most competitive products. In fact, it's more likely than not the opposite is true. And I have a whole other video explaining why that works as well. So as always, thanks for watching. Check out our website at setsailins.com to schedule a free consultation. And don't forget to crush that like button and subscribe to our channel to stay up to date on all the great new content we'll be putting out in the future. Have a blessed day.